Live from Texas, this is the Will Cain Show. Over in Qatar, President Trump just wrapping up day 2 of his 4-day whirlwind Mideast trip, and with a few handshakes, shaking up America's role in the region, securing deals at each stop. Trump started the day with a face-to-face meeting with Syria's new president in Saudi Arabia, just a day after announcing that the U.S. would lift sanctions on Syria. And he ended the day with a state dinner at a palace in Qatar, not to mention getting quite the warm welcome as he rolled up. Let's get right into it with someone who's been traveling with the president, Peter Doocy. Peter.
And, Will, ultimately, if all these deals President Trump has been making in the region are going to pan out to their full potential, then Iran needs to stop trying to make a nuclear weapon. And President Trump today said he's got officials here trying to help make that happen.
I hope you can help me with the Iran situation, because it's a perilous situation and we want to do the right thing.
There was also an enormous transaction today. President Trump had the Boeing CEO by his side as Qatar Airlines agreed to pay $96 billion for 210 Boeing aircraft. The White House says it is the largest 787 deal ever. The president also spent some time this morning dropping all U.S. sanctions on Syria, and he was very taken with their new president, who until pretty recently had a $10 million U.S. bounty on his head.
I think very good, young, attractive guy, tough guy, you know, strong pass, very strong pass fighter.
So President Trump on this trip is trying to give some of these Middle Eastern countries that have been struggling or have been war-torn over the last couple decades the opportunity to help themselves. He does not think they have been well served by what he calls nation builders, and he thinks he is very taken, he's told us, with this new Middle East that is instead being built by regional businessmen who are putting together projects like this. Will?
That's beautiful. It is grand. And that raises a question I'm curious, Peter, if you've had some perspective on over the last couple of days. President Trump receiving a warm welcome and being received by royalty, being received like royalty by royalty. But I'm curious what the atmosphere is outside of Riyadh or outside of Doha. I don't know if you had a chance to escape the big city centers or at least hit the streets. I'm just curious still what the attitude is of the Arab public in the Gulf states towards America.
Look, the places that we go, we have not left the big cities of Riyadh or of Doha, but there are buildings here away from where the president are that have giant American flags being projected or lit up with LED lights on the whole side of an entire skyscraper. When we were driving through Riyadh, pretty much everywhere that you go, there are U.S. and Saudi flags. This is a everywhere that we are going, it is a top-down enthusiasm. The leaders really want to have President Trump here, and they have the ability in these countries to make sure that it looks like every single person on the ground is welcoming them. And our experience has been that people are happy to have President Trump here. He was very warmly welcomed yesterday by all these Saudi businessmen who seemed like they were genuinely interested to hear what he had to say at what kind of felt like a Trump rally at times. The first one overseas as 47. And today it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, a Trump rally. All right. I've been to a Trump rally or two, as I'm sure you have as well. Peter, I would love to see what the comparison is between the audience at a Trump rally and the one that is in the palaces of the Middle East. But we appreciate the report, Peter. We'll check in with you soon. Thank you so much, Peter Doocy.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.